Hello, everyone. I'm James Milan, and I want to welcome you to this DPCD update. That's our Department of Planning and Community Development, and I am speaking with the director of that department, Claire Ricker. Hi, Claire.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Happy
Good.
February to you, and hope that we proceed forward with all our storms ending up the way the last one did.
That'd be great.
Uh, wouldn't it?
Yes.
All right. So today we have just a few items to cover. We want to, give some well-deserved kudos to Arlington Public Schools for their recent designation as a Mass Save Climate Leader, and we also want to talk about the municipal agreement recently reached with between Arlington, Lexington, Lincoln, and Concord around surprise the 250th anniversary of the revolution and how we are going to be moving forward to celebrate that. But we'll let us begin with an update on the master plan. We mentioned this last time we spoke, I think, but I think this is going to be a common topic for a while.
Yes, it will be. We are calling the Arlington Master Plan Update AMP Up, and we're really excited to get underway. We're about to embark on updating our master plan of 2015. In 2015, after extensive public outreach and plenty of public meetings and opportunities for participation, the town developed its first ever master plan. And what a master plan does is it sort of guides the direction the town is going in achieving these objectives and goals that are created by the community throughout this process. So having a master plan, can create more funding opportunities for the town that will help us execute even further on these objectives and goals. For example, the Connect Arlington Sustainable Transportation Plan came out of the master planning process. It led us to adopting a complete streets policy. Complete streets is the policy is transportation that considers all modes of travel when planning street redesign. And it allows the town to compete for complete streets funding to do things like paint the bike lanes and install bike racks and things like that. Another outcome of the master plan was our net zero action plan. And our net zero action plan is supportive of us participating in the Green Communities program with the state. And it allows the town to expand its goals and really achieve results in reaching net zero by 2050. And out of that plan, we've had some great successes, including Electrify Arlington, which has made us eligible for Mass Save funding. We've made efforts to electrify our vehicles and buildings with Green Communities funding, which covers up to 40% of these projects, passing the specialized stretch code, which is helping us to get involved with the fossil fuel demonstration pilot with 9 other communities and more. So this master plan campaign is long-term. It'll be a long-term outreach campaign over the next, say, 2 years or so. And it'll culminate with a master plan to be presented to 2026 spring town meeting. But step 1 is to assemble first a master plan update advisory committee, an AMP Up committee. And so to that end, I will be conducting a virtual information session on February 29th, a webinar at 6 p.m. It's open to all, but it's geared for those who may want to get involved and apply to be on Master Plan Advisory Committee. Applications for that committee will open on March 1st. With selections to be made by the end of April. And of course, as I said previously, many opportunities for the public to get involved and participate in this planning process. And you can learn more about it, more about the current master plan that we have from 2015, and register for the February 28th, 29th webinar on the town's website. So we're really getting ready to accelerate this process, and it's going to be an exciting one.
Yes, thank you very much for that explanation, really, of why this is a long-term project, obviously, but also one with direct and concrete implications for town. The fact that you can tie the last one, the 2015 master plan that we're still operating under, to things like complete streets, electrify Arlington, et cetera, is a really great examples. These are great examples of how this plays out in our actual lives. So people have this early chance to get involved, and we'll have continuous ones, I'm sure, throughout the process, as you've said. So as I agree with you, I think it's exciting. Okay, moving on. Talk about exciting. It is not at all surprising to hear that our public schools are being recognized in this particular way. But tell us about this Mass Save Climate Leader designation.
Sure. So I think, it just goals outlined in plans, including the master plan, our sustainability action plan and others. The towns and schools especially have put an incredible effort towards sustainability. And so recently, Arlington Public Schools was among 14 recipients of the 2023 Mass Save Climate Leaders designation, which recognizes organizations that effectively use these mass save incentives to increase energy efficiency and to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. And APS was awarded this honor for energy efficient achievements, of course, along with achievements associated with the new all-electric high school and the Gibbs Middle School renovation. They were presented the award at a recent ceremony at the Mass State House. And so, congratulations truly to APS on this honor. The work is crucial to the town goals of the 2050 net zero. And also, of course, a shout out to our sustainability manager, Talia Fox, who does a lot of work in the public schools and was certainly, part of this award. So yeah, congratulations to APS and well-deserved.
So it's interesting. I was realizing as you were talking that we've got the first item here was talking about a very large project with great implications. The second one was celebrating an achievement. Let's just combine those things in the third one by celebrating a very long-term project achievement, and that is the 250th anniversary of the beginning of the revolution, which will be coming up before we know it in the summer of 2025, and obviously is a very big project that involves us and the surrounding communities. Tell us about this recent municipal agreement and where things are headed with this very big deal.
Sure. So in preparation for the Semiquincentennial, and I do take every opportunity to practice saying Semiquincentennial.
Nicely done. It's
yes,
already rolling off.
So last December, an intermunicipal agreement was finalized between the Battle Road communities, Arlington, Concord, Lexington, and Lincoln, to combine their resources and contribute shared resources towards a celebration of the 250th anniversary of the battles of Lexington, Concord, and Monogamy. So what this means is over the next two years, the towns have cumulatively, earmarked about $200,000 to go towards event coordination and management, crisis communication, and other aspects of holding the event. So requests for proposals and quotes for these services will be published very soon. But this is a great start, I think, to us participating regionally in these celebrations, and hopefully, will spur some tourism activity and really, lead to some significant participation on the town of Arlington.
Excellent. And we have covered in updates past. We have covered monumental amounts of material. We should assure the public that we're not missing anything here, just because it's a shorter one.
No, there's, we are very busy. This office is always very busy. I think, in terms of updates, we don't have, too much to share right now, but of course, a lot of things going on. I think I would like to take this opportunity to share that we did receive compliance on our MBTA Communities zone from the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities. So that is great news. We do, Arlington is compliant with the MBTA Communities law. We're waiting for a final designation after the Attorney General completes their review of our zoning, as they do after every town meeting. But this is some great news to pass along. And I'll have far more information about the MBTA Communities compliance and our fossil fuel free pilot participation in next month's update.
Okay, thank you for that, and also for the clarification. Yeah, let's make it very clear, folks. Just if we don't have 7 things to talk about today, it doesn't mean the DPCD isn't operating at their usual breakneck pace. I'm sure that that is the case. All right, I have been speaking with Claire Ricker. She is the director of our Department of Planning and Community Development for this DPCD update, and we thank her for her time. We thank you for yours. I'm James Milan. We'll see you next time.